Hello, hi everybody. This is my first YouTube video, and today I want to talk to you guys about self-care, and that's what my channel is going to be about: self-care, all things having to do with self-care. And so, stay tuned if that's something that's interesting to you. Okay, so first thing about self-care. The title of today's video is Self-Care versus Selfishness. And I just want to say self-care is very important because a lot of times we don't always have someone who's going to put our needs first, and then in reciprocity, us being able to put their needs first, therefore equating both parties' needs being met. So therefore, who's going to take better care of you than you? So what we want to think about with self-care is deliberate actions that we do for ourselves to help ourselves, to care for ourselves, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And those things are highly important. And selfishness is more along the lines of, I'm going to do what it is I want to do, no matter who I step on, no matter who I hurt, no matter, I don't care about anybody else's feelings. I'm doing it for me, for me, for me, and only me. But I believe that, selfishness is detrimental. It's detrimental to the person who's doing it, and it's detrimental to those who are around them. Self-care is doing things for self so that you are able to help others. It's that old adage of, if you're in a plane and the mask drops down, you don't turn and try to help everybody else first. First, you must put your own mask on, and then you're able and physically having the ability to be able to put your mask on your children, or help the elderly people have their masks on too. So self-care to me is that mask. Because honey, if I'm overstressed, overweight, over everything, and I frizzle myself out before my time, I'm of no help to anyone. So when I exercise, I have better energy for my children. When I take the time away from my children to be able to calm myself and be at peace, I can more be able to go and deal with the things that needs to be dealt with them. If I take the time away and say, okay, well, I'm just going to go out and get some peace of mind, and I go and sit in nature, you know what? It's not, oh, you're leaving your children, you're being so selfish, why are you doing those things? If I don't, then I could be like that aggressive mother who just needs a break, and ends up snapping on her children and being impatient for no reason at all. And that's not the kind of mom I want to be. So in order for me to do these things, I have to take time for myself, because I know myself. And our ancestors, African ancestors, have taught us to know ourselves. And when we are taking in those teachings and we have knowledge of self, we can go along and do self-care. We can take our time. We don't have to be gone for a week or 2 weeks or even a month. It'll take a few hours. Go and sit in nature. Go sit in the sun. And don't have that responsibility of, I gotta always be on stage. Like Arrested Development said a long time ago, Mama's always on stage. Sometimes it's difficult. And for dads too. I know a lot of people were like, oh, well, men get this and that. But, sometimes our men need some peace and quiet too. Our men need some things that they can have an outlet with. Every person needs an outlet. And with that outlet is your self-care. It doesn't have to be a ton of makeup or exfoliation. It can also be, that's one thing. But it can also be just sitting in the sun. I just need to get out the house for a second. I just need to be able to breathe. I need to be able to take this mask off and go outside and breathe by myself 6 feet away from other people. Yeah. So I just want everybody to understand the difference between self-care and selfishness. Selfishness is detrimental. Selfishness is, I just got to do everything for myself. Forget what everybody else is thinking, feeling, whatever their emotions are. I'm going to step on these people's backs to be able to get to where I got to get to. And whatever the outcome is, it's just for me. It's only for me. And that type of thing. Only thinking about yourself in your actions and your thoughts, that's selfishness. Going out and trying to be able to just get a peace of mind, that is not selfishness. That's self-care. Doing things to help your body, like eating well, meditation, those things are self-care. If you are a person who loves to see your nails looking good and it brings you peace of mind, honey, do that. Sit there and go get your nails done. I don't see the problem. Mothers, sometimes we try to play the martyr and we put ourselves on the back burner, and everybody lifts that up in a woman. You know, oh, she did everything for everybody else. Yeah, but now she's dead because she has a heart attack because she was overworking herself and she was killing herself for other people. You know, she needed to have some space and some time for herself. And sometimes we as mothers don't take that. We as fathers don't take that time. And we shouldn't be overindulgent in that, because then you go into selfishness. But there's nothing wrong with taking a bit for you. Taking some time for yourself. Doing some things to put a smile on your face. Doing some things to bring peace into your heart, your mind, and your soul. There's nothing wrong with that. A friend of mine asked me one time, she said, if I do take this time for myself, I just want to go outside or I just want to take a shower. Yes, sometimes as mothers, if you're a mom and you have little kids, I'm sure you can relate. You just want to go and take a shower in peace. But your children are calling. So what do? This is what I did. I have 9 children. And when I have babies and my husband is out and I just want to take a shower, I just want to be in peace, I put those babies someplace safe, whether they're in a playpen or whether I can get one of the older children to watch them, and I go take my shower. Because mom likes to feel fresh too. Mom likes to get the smell of lavender on her body as well. I don't need to smell like spit up all day. I enjoy smelling good. So I love different soaps. So guess what? When I have a little money, I go and let me just grab this soap. Just the little things that make me happy are the things that I do. And so your things may be different than my things, but it's about finding yourself, knowing yourself, getting to know who you are, and taking those things as an outlet for your emotions, for your mental clarity. You know, I love to write. So when I'm not writing, sometimes my thoughts might get a little fuzzy. Sometimes, you know, I feel a little anxious. Sometimes I can't get my words out correctly. But you know what? Once I sit down and I take a couple breaths and I get that pen on that paper, my thoughts are flowing. My mind is clear. So if I take time to move away from the living room or move away from wherever everybody else is congregating, from where all the noise and the commotion is going on, the hustle and bustle of the family life, if I go upstairs and sit in my room and take some time, 10-15 minutes, and put my pen on the paper and just start writing so that my mind can be clear, honey, that's not selfish. That's self-care. And if I can care for myself, then I can show up in this world. I am able and capable of showing up for my children. I can show up for you. And so you as mothers or fathers or whoever, future mothers and fathers, whoever is watching this video, just know, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself so you can let your light shine in this world. Don't let your light be dim because you're overworking yourself, because you're putting everybody else's worries and problems on your back for you to carry. Take those things off, even if it's just for a couple of hours, and sit back and relax and do something that you love to do. If you love to watch movies, make some time to watch those movies. Take some time to do those things that you love to do, because we're not in this to be selfish. We want to have self-care. Thank you, everyone. Let your light shine.